It's going to help if I don't mute my mic. All right, there we go. We good. We are good. Hello, everybody. Be sure to say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. I love seeing where we all are in the world. Yes, my hair is doing crazy, weird things today. I think it's because I was away. You know, when you go away and like you've got your shampoo that goes with your own water, and then you go away and then it doesn't work. So my hair didn't work the whole time I was gone, and now I'm back and my hair's like, what's going on? That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Andrea, hello. How are you? I hope you're having a good week so far. And I can't remember, where do you live? I can't remember if you're in Canada or if you're in America. Lola, hello, long time no see. Lola's been following me around all day, which is great. That's a true friend. Followed me from live to live to live. And I just want to say welcome to Miss Chloe Celeste, who is our newest member here. Woohoo! I do want to do some members only stuff. So I think it was Chloe who said that she wanted a cord cutting. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll do a members only cord cutting at some point in the next 10 days or so that you've got that. And that will be only for our members here at Fifth and Grace. So hello, Lola. Hello, Munchie. Hello, Poseidon. Lola. Yeah, Lola's had a hard time. So she's having a little bit of a rough go. So I'm glad that we've got places to hang out and chat and just, just exist. Oh, you're just north of San Diego. Fun. I've never been to California, so I have no idea, but I do how I envision it is that it's just sunny and you go to the beach every day. As someone, I live in a beach town, but it's snowing right now. So it's only a beach town part of the year. So yeah. Yep. Welcome to the forest. Oh, that was my little bot has woken up, and I may have to update my links, but anyway, there might be some old links in here. So yeah. And hello, Munchies. So welcome Chloe Celeste to the crew. And like I said, we will do some members only stuff soon. So something big. Like remember we did, was it Christmas Eve, I think, and we just pulled tarot cards. And then so we'll do something big. Normal, like I kind of look at it like something normally like that would be a paid offer, then I'll do it for our members so that you can access it. Fountain Valley. I don't know where that is, but look at that. I'm glad I asked. So now you can, you've got a lunch friend out in San Diego area, north of San Diego. There we go. There we go. So, I don't know if anybody wants to talk Canadian politics. Every day. People are like, how come you don't make political videos? Because it's obsolete within an hour. I've done it where I've made a video about something and an hour later it's old. It's old because something dramatic has happened and it's changed. So I don't really feel any point in making Canadian politics videos because things are happening constantly. I was at the convention, the conservative convention, which was last week. My son and I actually left Toronto Airport on Wednesday and arrived Wednesday afternoon in Calgary. And we came home Sunday night. Our flight, it was weird. We left the condo in Calgary at 9:30 in the morning and didn't get home till close to 9 at night. It was a long day. And even though it was only like a 3.5 hour flight, it's just you got to get to the airport so early. And then we live a couple hours from Toronto Airport. So even when you get off the plane and you're like, okay, I'm in Toronto. Yeah, still like a 2-hour drive home. So it was a bit of a late, tiring day, long day, and I'm still exhausted, but it was amazing. We met so many people. Oh my gosh, so many people. And hold on, I'm just looking at the chat. See, I got distracted by the chat. Maria, I don't know how to exit. Just thought of leaving quietly. Thanks for the help with the exit. I went, what? Where were you going? Where were you going? Oh well. Fountain Valley, no idea. Oh, maybe how? Okay. Oh, they're making plans. All right, giving driving directions and everything. So, yeah, the first people we met was yeah. I'm thinking who we were standing in line. So you have to go over to into the convention and you stand in line, and then you get your name tag, you get signed in, you get all the information that you need. There's a booklet with everything that is going on and whatever. And the first people that we met in the line was Northern Perspective. So Ryan and Tanya were there. And so we let them we just were kind of like, hey, and then let them get checked in and everything else. And then when we were upstairs in the lounge, we were chatting with them and comparing notes on like when you simply try to correct someone's completely false information, it's interesting that they just don't accept it. Like, it's just like, if you're completely wrong about something and someone gives you the correct information, that should be a positive thing. But it's interesting that people love to spew their incorrect information. So we were chatting about that and saying, like, even when you try to correct somebody, like there's a young woman and she has a YouTube channel, she's Canadian, and she said that Canadians have no say in the governmental process, in the party process, nothing at all. We have no say in any of it. And I was like, what? Like it's the most grassroots thing. It all comes from regular people in communities saying what they want, and then that's how the platforms and policies are built. So anyway, we were chatting about that. We met I met Josh from Elevate, Mario of the North, met him. Really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. And who else did we? Gosh, there was so many people. Danielle Smith was there. We saw her. I didn't see Jasmine like in general, but she did do a speech. She was the final speech of the event. So we saw her, got to see her speech, but I didn't get to meet her. But I'm actually going to an event in a few weeks where she will be speaking, and I'll probably meet her there. And then who else did we meet? A lot of politicians, obviously, like Aaron Gunn, he was super nice, and Rhonda Kirkland, but I see her all the time because I don't live very far from her. I saw Jamil, but he's so busy. Like I know his EDA president, and she's like, he actually has to move around with people from the EDA because he gets swarmed and he can't move freely around places, so they always has to have a team with him. That's the level he's at. He's kind of reached that celebrity level where he can't just walk down the street. So, which is a shame, because my MP, he's not. He's more a behind the scenes guy, really, really strong in committee, but he can walk down the street. So it's a trade-off, isn't it? And then who else did we? Andrew Lawton, Larry Brock, Garnet, Genus, like they're just all of them. There were so many. Michelle Rempel Gardner was there. There was all kinds there. And I met almost everybody that I had wanted to meet and chat with. So that was fun. That was cool. What's going on here? Munchie, I still have to change channels to exit. Honestly, we were talking a chat. Okay, don't know what any of that means. Just don't want to hurt feelings. Who would have hurt feelings? Oh, okay. I hope everything's okay. I hope everything is all right. Chloe, welcome to the forest. Welcome our newest member. Chloe, there you are. Hello, hello, hello. And I was just saying, I don't know if you heard where I just said that. We'll do a members only cord cutting in the next 10 days or so. I'll get it scheduled so that everyone can join in. You can hopefully work your lives around it. And if not, then it'll be there for you as a replay. And we'll do the cord cutting, which I thought was kind of cool. Footsie, hello. How are you? How are you? And Aspie is here. Hello. How are you still like buried under all that snow, Aspie? We got so much. It's been snowing all day here. But how is New York City? Are you getting all the snow? And I've seen pictures, and it looks like your snow isn't getting cleared out of the city. Like they're not like removing it. Is that correct? Or is that just some parts of the city? Or was it old photos that somebody pulled out and said, see, look how bad it is. Look at how bad it is. Yeah, these lists of names are, yeah, I know, lots of great people. Lots of great people. So the convention was amazing. We were there for Pierre's speech. My son actually got invited to a lunch with Pierre, which was really, really nice. And Pierre gave him a baseball cap, and that was really exciting. It was a very cool moment. And Sandra Cabano, we met her as well. She was lovely. Oh my gosh, she was really, really lovely. And it was just great. And then the parties at night we couldn't go to because my son is only 17, so he couldn't get into the parties. So I was like, I'm not going to something that he can't go to. And so there were times we had some chill time, and then we had really, really busy time. It was incredibly exhausting because it's like physically exhausting. Like I was putting in 14,000 steps and I hadn't even left the building. Like that's how it's a massive, massive building. And you're running from room to room to room to vote on policies and platforms and listen to speeches and all sorts of things. So it's mentally draining. It's there's a lot of highs and lows, where like really powerful speeches and you're crying and you're laughing. And so, yeah, that is a conservative convention. You laugh, you cry. It's a masterpiece. So I am going to make a video for one of my other channels about the whole thing, like all my footage, all my photos, everything, to show people how it all went. And I will share that over here as well so that you can all see it. So yeah. And Not Perfect, Just British is here. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you. So nice to see everybody here. And who's Aspie saying it's all ice? Oh, wow. Oh, because cars are still buried under ice in New York City, that you had to buy an underground parking spot. Oh my gosh. Or is it underground? I had to put my car in the parking lot yeah. Oh my gosh. So how's socialism going in New York City? I heard that the mayor ran on free everything and is now just raising the price of everything. Like good times. So that was the convention. It was, there you go. Yeah. So it was amazing. It was amazing, but exhausting. Like all of us are like chatting with each other and texting each other. Like, so most of us didn't even get out of our pajamas yesterday because we were just like so tired, just really tired. And then of course there's like the time difference, like it's different time zones. So you're kind of messed up the whole time. And, but my son had a blast. He's counting down the days to the next one, which I'm told is in Toronto in a couple of years. Yay. Which means people are like, oh, come on, Toronto. And it's like, well, yeah, but we don't have to pay for flights. And at the end of it, I'm home in a couple hours because I live a couple hours away from Toronto. So it's really nice that it'll be close next time. So yeah. Miss Chloe is saying her son in Virginia. Yeah, when the snow gets packed down and turns to ice, like, don't leave your house. As a Canadian, I can assure you, you don't want to be driving on ice. Driving snow is no problem, but when you start driving on ice, that's a big problem. That's a big problem. Oh, I see. Oh, got it. I think you just stop chatting and leave. Like I've never, it's rare that I will ever say, okay, I'm leaving now. But sometimes what I'll do is just mute the other live in a window, so it's still running and they get the watch hours, but then I'm just not there chatting. Which, like, even when I'm on Melties, like, I'm modding and stuff, but I'm not really chatting that much, so people don't know whether I'm there or not. I'm usually there, just listening and watching and paying attention, but I'm not in there dominating the chat. But yeah, I think you just slip out. That's that, and that's that. Oh. My son is like right there getting his piano books for his piano lesson. Yeah, black ice is very, very dangerous. You don't want, you get the black ice warnings here. You don't want to be on that, because you could be driving on concrete and your tires are gripping, and then all of a sudden you're spinning. I had that on the 401 a week ago. It was a really bad storm. I had to drive to another city and I was sliding all over the highway. Yeah, there's nothing you could do. You just have a gentle grip on your steering wheel and hope for the best. That's it. You don't try to fight it. Because one of the advantages of living here is very often when you take your driving lessons, you're learning in the winter. So we learn how to do all this. We learn how to crash into snowbanks. We learn how to spin out in the snow and all that kind of stuff. So you with the ice, you just don't fight it. You just end up where you end up. Then hope for the best. That's it, really. That is it. So yeah, while I was away, I did some knitting, and I started a toque. I was showing this off on my other live earlier, as I've been online all day. So this is a toque. It is really lovely yarn. I'll hold it up to the camera. Really lovely yarn. And I started it on the plane and I'm almost finished it. So I'll have it finished today probably. And then it'll be handed off. I'll record it in my knitting journal, and then it'll be handed off to the person I made it for. So there we go. There we go. So that's all I've. Oh, and I did this little one too. You can see it's just a little coaster. I need to actually soak it and block it, because this is cotton yarn, and it's been, because there's so many knits and purls, it's not sitting flat. But you can see it's a little heart that I knit into this. Can you see the heart? And this is like the cutest red and white cotton yarn. So that's the knitting situation at the moment. That's where we're at. Lots of projects planned for 2026 on the needles. Absolutely. Black ice, but like yeah, I've heard it's pretty cold over there these days. Like, not like cold in a way that I might kind of laugh at you a little bit, but only because it's like minus 35 the other day here. So, but yeah, it's but if you're not used to it, like I remember seeing, I think it snowed like in Ireland a few years ago, and it crippled the whole country because they're like, we don't know how to do this. And if your cars are not made for it, if you don't have the clothing for it, the boots and all of it, then yeah, it's pretty scary. I think everyone should have to learn to drive in the snow and ice to get there. Yeah. I mean, if you live in a place where it never snows, like if you live in, South America, you might not need to ever in your life drive on snow and ice. But if you live in North America, yeah, you should probably be spend a little time driving in the ice and snow, just so you know how it feels, that and that moment that you've lost complete control, what to do. So that was me a week ago on the highway. Somebody had their hazards on, which means you can't see their brake lights. And the person in front of me, they were quite a ways in front of me, but then all of a sudden they slammed on their brakes. But because I couldn't see their brake lights, because they had their hazards on, I didn't realize that they were slamming on their brakes until I almost hit them. And then I had to like spin, and then I was like spinning around the highway and just like, okay, well, there's nobody, the worst I'm going to do is crash into a guardrail. And fortunately just stayed calm and let my car spin because it was just ice. There was nothing to grip. There was nothing. Braking wasn't going to help me. So yeah, it is important when you live in a climate like this to know how to actually what to do when you hit that ice. I did not know this was going to be the conversation. There's a great movie, Smilla's Sense of Snow. It's filmed in Greenland, I believe. And it's her, she's a detective, but her thing is snow, which was kind of really cool. So Munchie's saying that would be amazing when people who have never driven in snow encounter it. Yeah, it is. It's really, really dangerous because if there's different kinds of snow that sort of your car functions in a different way on all different kinds of snow. So it is good to know, like it snows here I've seen it snow in October right through to May. So you get really good at it. And walking in snow and walking on ice too is a big deal. Hang on, let me just get down south patches and the subbad roads too. Yeah, that was scary. I was scared. I well, maybe had a little diarrhea after that. Because fortunately, see, my biggest fear in that kind of situation that I'm spinning on ice on the highway, it's like a 4 or 5 lane highway. So there's lots of room, but there's transport trucks. And fortunately, there was nobody around at the time. And I was just spinning until my car just settled. And then I just kept going. Easy peasy. But this is a great lesson for everybody. If you are in the snow or ice and you're scared, do not put your hazards on. Everybody's driving slow, so don't worry about it. Don't put your hazards on because that means we can't see that you're braking. So leave the hazards off because then everybody can see your brake lights at a distance. Absolutely. When it's yeah, I've been hearing that it's been like I know for you that's cold. That's really cold. I might not put a coat on if for -5. But for people overseas, yeah, that's really, really cold, particularly when you don't have like winter, like real big winters. That's really cold. And you don't have like for the pipes, like the water pipes and all, you don't have the infrastructure to protect them from the cold, which then that becomes a really big problem. Yeah. Let's see here. Aspie saying in New York City, we usually get tons of snow. But around 15 years ago, the day after Christmas, I think I remember that. And I remember there was one time there was a massive storm. And this is back when Martha Stewart had her show on like regular TV. This is back when I watched regular TV. And Martha Stewart had her show. And there was a massive blizzard hit New York City. And she couldn't, like her driver in the SUV couldn't get her to the studio. And she said that she got out and walked. And I think she said she walked like across a bridge and just kept hiking up the street till she got to the studio and then filmed her show. And that's work ethic. That's work ethic right there. They turn the hazard, right? Hazards are only for dry, clear days when there is a problem. In storms and the snow, leave your hazards off. That's your driving lesson for today, okay? Hazards, not in a storm. Because like I said, we can't see your brake lights. We can't see your brake lights. It's too easy to get licenses. Tests should be hard. Yeah. I don't know what it's like where you are, but yeah. There are immigration lawyers here bragging that they can get their clients we have 3 stages of getting a driver's license in Ontario. They can get their client a full driver's license in 3 days. And then they put them on the road and then they kill people. That's how that goes. It took my son almost a year. When I was my son's age, so back in the 80s, you just went and got your license. That was it. And but you had to pass the test. Like you had to do all the things. My son went to driving school, and then he did in-car driving lesson. So he had 10 hours, and he spaced them out over a year. So on his 16th birthday, he actually went to in-class driving school before his birthday. And then when he, on his 16th birthday, got his level 1 license, did in-car driving lessons, and then just before his 17th birthday, got his second license. So that took almost a year. And he himself said he wasn't ready. When I was like, let's go get it. And he was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not confident driving yet. So we left it with him to decide, but it was just before his 17th birthday. So it took almost a year for him because he wanted to be a good driver. He wanted to pass on the first try. So driving in Austria in winter was my only way to relate. I learned a lesson about getting different. Yes. The tires are important. In places where it snows, you need very specific tires. You either need snow tires or the tires that I have, which are like 4-season, and then they have a snowflake logo on them so that they're extra. There's 4-season plus kind of thing. So yeah, it's the tires really do make a big difference. And we're just chatting today. We're going to do Angel Bingo as well because I've got nothing. I'm just exhausted. So we're just going to chitty chat today. Oh, hang on. Andrea's saying she doesn't know how to drive. So now I have to know, do you live in a place that has really good transit, that you can walk everywhere, ride your bike, things like that? Because I see there's a lot of women here, like where I live and in the surrounding areas, that like we don't live in a place where you can survive without a car. Like you have to be able to drive, and or you have to live like near a bus route, and the buses it's not a lot. So now I'm wondering, how do you get around? If you do, or do you live in a place where it's really easy? Because some places are so easy to get around, like the UK. Their bus systems and everything. The last time I was there, it was so easy, get everywhere on the trains and the buses. Whereas where I live, you can't do that. Like there's no train, there's no bus. Like there's a little town bus, but that's it. You can't get out of the town. So, and I know lots of women who don't have their driver's licenses and don't drive, but then they just stay home. They don't go anywhere unless someone will come and drive them. It's like, I don't know. When I lived in the city, I just walked everywhere. But I live in a little town now, so I have to drive. Yeah, my girlfriend never got her license either. Her husband enjoyed driving her around. And she said, yeah, like if you got somebody who'll drive you around and that's, you do everything together, that's great. I love that. I love it. But if you work, how do you get to work? Or do you have schedules that coordinate that? Like if your husband drives, can you your husband just drop you off and then pick you up? Because I've worked with people in that situation where their work day is slightly shorter than their husband's work day is slightly shorter than their work day. So he drops them off, goes to work, and then he comes and picks them up at the end of the day. My oldest son did not want to get it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, mommy's out on the date with you. Mommy's not paying though. Nope, you got to pay mommy to be the chauffeur. But even just the reason I wanted my son when he was 16, like as fast as he could get his driver's license, I wanted it done so that he's a fully insured driver at the age of 16. And when he goes to actually buy his first car, he has years of driving experience before then, so his insurance rates will be a lot lower. Because I did that when I got my driver's license when I was a teenager, and then I got my first car when I was 27. So I'd had 10 years of insured driving because I was driving my mother's car. And that meant that I had 10 years of insured driving. When I had to insure my first car all by myself, I was paying 20% of what my friends were paying. So I was paying $85 a month, and my friends were paying $500 a month for insurance because they had no insured driving experience. So that's a really important thing. That's just a little life lesson right there of pro tips on life. So you rely on people to take you places. Well, so that must mean you have like a really good friend group and, people who love hanging out with you, which is awesome, which is amazing. I love that. My mom and 2 aunts never learned to drive. My grandmother also never drove. So did they all live in New York City too? Because I feel like in New York City you can get away without ever driving. Like having a car is probably a pain in the bum. Like what you're experiencing right now in trying to figure out what to do with your car and all this snow. So did your aunts, or do you say aunt? We don't say aunt in Canada. We say aunt. But I know that in America, I hear them saying aunt. And I think, oh, it sounds so nice, doesn't it? We say aunt, auntie. I think it sounds so nice. And here we're like aunt. Oh, yeah, that would be awkward. Yeah, going on your dates. My son met a girl at the convention. And one of my teammates and I, we were sitting eating lunch in the big ballroom. And he came in with this girl and sat down with us. And the girl was like talking to me. And so as soon as I finished eating and my teammate finished eating, we were like, let's go and leave these 2 kids to chat, because if I'm there, she's going to talk to me and my poor kid's going to be like, are you dating my mom? You know? Yeah. And mother never learned to drive. Yeah. Not having a car is not a big deal, but not knowing how to drive. If I'd lived in a place where I didn't need to drive, I might not have learned to drive as well. If I could just walk or take the bus. But I've always lived kind of in places that I had to have a car and to actually to get to work and things like that. Bristol. I've never been to Bristol. Interesting. Where's East Lansing? That's in America? That sounds familiar. Is that like Pennsylvania? Or is that near you? But again, if there's transit and buses and everything right there, like a really like in European countries where they have incredible public transit, why would you drive when you could read a book on the bus? Like that looks so much more fun. I should never have been able to drive. Oh, aw, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's too bad. I walk to my job at the one. Oh, well, see, that's cool that you can just walk there. That's awesome. And then you get your steps in, you get some exercise, some fresh air. That's awesome. And you live in a place that I'm assuming you can do that year round. Like here, when it's minus 35, I'm not walking anywhere. No. Oh, greetings from Quebec City. Salut. Ça va? Yeah, we're going to speak French now. This is now the French channel. Ned from Quebec. And do you live within the walls? This I need to know. What do we got here? Yes. Yeah, it's the insurance. So that's why I was like, even if you don't have a car for 10 years, get your license and you are insured under me. My son is insured on both of our cars. So by the time he does get a car, he'll be good to go. He'll have a low insurance rate. Yeah, Ned, we're just having a little chit chat today. There's no presentation, no schedule, no agenda today. We're just hanging out. Then we're going to play Angel Bingo before we finish up. UK, no claims. Work similar on cars. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, if you don't have any claims, if you're good, your insurance goes down as you get older. Yeah. Oh, that's really nice, though, that, the men are driving the women around. And so did they, when, like, say if your grandmother or your mom wanted to go like into the dress shop or something like that, would your grandfather or your dad like just sit in the car, or would they go do something else? Like, did they just drop them off? That's what I want to, because I've had a car since I was a teenager, so I don't even know how to not have a car. Yeah. A lot of employers ask for drive. Yes, I have noticed that you have to be able to drive. And one of the things is so that you can get to work. Because I see all the time posting in the Facebook groups that people are looking for drives to work at 6:00 in the morning. Yeah, no. Nobody, unless somebody's going that way, they're not going to be driving somebody to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I guess as an employer, be like, do you have a way to get here? We employed a girl last year to help with my father-in-law, and she didn't drive, and it became a real issue because not only did she not drive, she was refusing to get to work any other way and was demanding that my husband drive her around. And it just got to the point, I was like, no. Okay, so Lansing is in Michigan. Okay, thank you. I hear cities and I'm like, I kind of know the name, but I don't know where they are. Only drive because of getting to work. Yeah. Well, yeah, I can imagine New York City is really dreadful for driving the way Toronto is. Like, I hate driving in Toronto. Usually when I go to the city, the first thing I want to do is ditch my car. I know exactly where the parking lots are that are easiest to get to. And the first thing I do is get parked and get my bag and leave my car for the day and just walk around or take the train or the tunnels. Like, there's like underground pathways you can go in Toronto. So yeah. It depends on where you are in the UK. Some areas buses are better than others. Well, yeah, I guess it depends on the city. Like, mostly I've been in cities, not villages or small towns. So, but like say when I've gone to Stirling, it's easy peasy. Just jump on the bus and off you go, because I'm not going to drive in the UK. That's that. I'm just not driving in the UK. Oh, Michigan State University. Neat. They would be dropped off to shop and then we'd be picked up. See, that's so nice. I'm just, in my mind, I'm just imagining like your grandfather would drop your grandmother off for her shopping. He would go do his shopping and then like lunch at the diner or something. That's how I'm imagining this unfolding. And it's making me happy. I'm getting a little dopamine just from the little imagination. So yeah. When I was flying home, I'm going to show you a photo. When I was flying home, look at that. That's the full moon right there. We had the most gorgeous sunset that we saw while we were flying back from Calgary into Toronto Airport. And then the full moon was out. How pretty is that? How pretty is that? Yeah. And Odette's not here, but I wanted to kind of shout her out. I don't know where she is. She's probably on Candor's panel right now, actually, now that I think about it. So the reason that I didn't have a live a couple of weeks ago, my uncle in Stirling died. I got an email letting me know that he had died. It was really hard. It really hit me hard. It was out of the blue, unexpected for me. And so I just didn't really feel like sitting here on my channel crying and in a little bit of a state was going to be the best idea. And I just had to tend to my own grief. And his wife, my aunt, is not really on social media. She's not on the internet. So I was having a really hard time connecting with her. And I mailed a card. I popped a sympathy card in the mail. And then Odette actually lives quite close to where my uncle's house is. And so I reached out to her and asked if she could help me get flowers to my aunt, not for the funeral, but just for my aunt, just for the house, for her to have some flowers at the house. And so I sent Odette money, and she took care of everything for me and got the flowers delivered to my aunt and took care of all of that for me. And that was above and beyond, really, truly. Like, we're all kind of strangers here. And for her to have been willing to do that for me, I was having struggles with getting her paid, simply because when I was away, I was trying to do it on my phone. I didn't have my laptop a lot of the time that I was away. So I was struggling, and it wasn't until I got back that I was able to actually sort it out and get everything dealt with. But Odette, thank you so much. Like, it was just amazing what she did for me to help me with that, because she knew the florists, like knew how to get to the florists and how to order and get it all taken care of. Because when you're in another country, it can be quite difficult when a florist won't help you personally. And I've sent flowers in Scotland to, like, up north. in villages up north where I could just send a Facebook message. They know who I am because they know the family that I'm going to send flowers to, and then they just help me that way. The florists in the city, they weren't helping. So Odette came in and took care of all of that, and really, like I said, above and beyond in the realm of like helping strangers on the internet, but she took care of that for me, and I so appreciate it. Like, that really speaks to the kind of person that Odette is that she would help somebody that way without question. Like, she didn't even hesitate when I asked her. She just said, absolutely, let me know what you need. And so, yeah. And she started a channel. Let's see if we can pop her link in here. Sorry, excuse me. I'll pull it up. I should have had it handy. But I just wanted to shout her out and really thank her very publicly for her help with that, because I don't know how I would have figured that out without having somebody on the ground in the city that I was trying to send the flowers in. Okay, so there's Odette's link right there. I haven't had a chance to see any of her lives, but I'm going to be keeping an eye out for them now. I've subscribed to her. I subscribed to her as soon as I saw she had a channel. So yeah. And my aunt, I haven't heard from her. So I think the flowers were delivered today. So I'll probably get a letter from her. She doesn't do emails or social media or anything like that. They're like 80. So she'll probably write me a letter, and that's fine. We've always just written letters back and forth. Let's see, little hearts. Yeah, she's and if anybody ever wants to come up and hang out here, you can do that too, right? I don't know how. I'll figure it out, but at the same time, yeah, like, we'll do panels here too. We'll do panels here as well. Hello, Alex. How are you? Haven't chatted with you for a little while. I hope you're doing well. You're really killing it there with those videos. I cannot. Every time I'm on and you're here, I'm like, I don't know how you have the patience for this, but you are very driven, and I admire that absolutely. To just your patience to go through all of these videos and come up with everything is quite amazing. Quite amazing. Yeah. And thank you, Lord Jim Dandy. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. I'll get myself a little treat. Thank you. What's Maria doing? That's going to be awesome. Oh yeah. Let's do maybe one evening. We'll do a live. We'll do a panel. You're enjoying it. Good. I'm glad. And it just sounds like you're doing really well, just like personally. And I'm really enjoying seeing what you come up with, and all of the craziness, all the drama, because it was a conversation. I can't remember if it was this morning or yesterday, sort of like Megxit, and it's like, this isn't even about Megxit anymore. Like, nobody cares about Megxit. It's all the rest of it that has really come to the surface with all the silliness and everybody's all the infighting and stuff. It's like, and this is like in a whole very niche community that there's people here, but like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So yeah, just going to do a short one today. I do have Angel Bingo here. And before we dive in, I'm just going to let you know, next week's show we're going to talk about the ethics of psychic work, the ethics of tarot reading. Because there's a lot of people who don't really understand the ethical implications of doing the kind of work that I do here in the spiritual realm and in the psychic realm and things like that. Because I went to an academy, a lot of the very first beginning stuff is ethics, where you're learning the legalities and what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. And so I've been highly trained on that. and where, sometimes we see people and they bought a tarot deck, read the book, and now they're doing tarot readings, and there's no ethics. They're breaching a lot of personal boundaries. And so I thought, you know what? I had a lot of thoughts about it, got them all down, and put together a presentation. We're going to do that next week, just talking about how to avoid getting scammed by the fairground fortune tellers, how to spot like a legitimate psychic or tarot reader, and then how to avoid the ethical situations that we get in, like say predicting death and things like that. That's a big no-no. Reading for third parties, another big no-no. So those sorts of things. We're gonna talk all about that. I got about a 20-minute presentation on all of that for you. So that's next week, something to look forward to. I've got a list of topics. We're going to talk about the Rh negative blood type, plus Tartarians, the Ethiopian calendar. These are all topics coming up. Everyday magic, things that we do that are witchcraft that we don't even realize. Oh, you put up a Christmas tree, didn't you? Signs and synchronicities, the Fibonacci sequences, and audio frequencies as well. There's a whole bunch of different things, topics coming up over the next couple of months. So we've got lots to talk about. I see you there, Lord Jim Dandy, for number 11. Oh, Dilly, there you are. Hello, Dilly. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. And yeah, I always want to make sure people know there's lots of topics coming up, just not today. I'm tired. Yeah, just going down the list. Yep. Oh, are you Rh negative? And you as well? Okay. We're going to have to talk. Please reach out to me. Chloe, I have Munchie's email, but Chloe, if you wouldn't mind reaching out to me, because I would love to hear your experience as an Rh negative, because people talk about it and I'm like, I'm Scottish. I'm an O blood. Nothing special about me. Right. So, but because I want to do a talk on it, I would love to include your thoughts on the whole thing as well. Wow. Munchie and Chloe. Wow. That is interesting. Dilly. Oh dear. Yeah. To get notifications on a channel, when you're on the live, where you have the little bell, if you click it once, you actually have to click it twice. So on the second click, you click the little bell that says all, and then you'll get the notifications. You actually have to click the little bell twice to get to that, and then you get the notifications. That I learned that last year when I was like, why am I not getting any notifications? And then I kept exploring it. That's the answer. That is the answer. Your sister is Rh. I don't know that I've ever met more than one person ever. And now I've got 3 people who are Rh negative. Oh my gosh. Dilly, she stole your blood type. Yeah. Oh, oh no. And you don't get an email? Because I get emails to the people that I've double clicked on the bell. I actually get an email saying that they've gone live. So yeah. Or when I usually on Wednesdays, I make a new live. I schedule a new live. So if you click notify me, you'll probably get an email about that too. So yeah. Okay. Unsub and resub. Oh yeah, that could work too. Unsubbing and resubbing. Yeah, sometimes we just got to turn things off and turn things back on. A little reboot every once in a while. Oh, come on. I'm a night. I know you are. I know. You're with the email. I don't know what's going on with your email, because we had a bunch of emails back and forth, and then I think your email broke. So we're not, we haven't spoken for a little while. Maybe I'll send you an email and see if you can reply to it. But yeah, try unsubbing and then subbing again. Okay, Jim Dandy picked number 11. So we've got the little book out here. Did you pick 11 last time, Jim? So this is the Angel Numbers book. And Chloe, this is Angel Bingo, where you just yell out the number that you want from 1 to 1111, like 1111. And then I've got 2 books and I'll read you 2 messages. And that's how we do Angel Bingo here at Fifth and Grace. So Jim, number 11, you are in a state of expansion and getting to know your true self better than ever. Know you were born to shine. That's a good one. That is a good one. And number 11 in this book is I upgrade my beliefs, attitudes, and expectations to a higher frequency, thus evoking a positive shift in myself and the reality I am co-creating. Wow. So you're co-creating a reality and you are elevating yourself to meet it. That's exciting. That is very exciting. Let's see, our sub to 1,000. Ooh, you got 1,000. You've subbed to thousands. Oh my goodness. I like sub to like 25. That's about my limit. 525 for Munchie. 525. Let's see. Breakthroughs, opportunities, and sudden shifts will take place in swift succession, stimulated by the right people at the right time. I think that goes really nicely with our conversation this morning. I think that goes really nicely with that. And then what do we have here? 532. Your angels are encouraging you to surrender and trust in the strength of a higher power. You can be supported if you let the love in. Very nice. Very nice. And then Chloe's asked for number 9. I don't have my reading glasses on. That's why I'm squinting at the screen sometimes. So number 9 says, the energy of the divine is awakening within you. Let your soul do the leading. Ooh, that's a nice one. There's so many nice ones in here. None of them are ever like, get a job. They're always really nice, positive messages. And then your second message, Chloe, I choose to let go. I choose to let go. That was really nice. Good ones for you. Absolutely. There we are. Oh, did I say 525? I was looking at 532. I just maybe said 525. I read, yeah. Yeah, no, I read 532 for you. It said 532 on what I was looking at. I may have just said 525 because, right? They do. This is what I'm noticing is that between the 2 books, they actually do quite nicely go together. Yeah, don't listen to me. Just listen to this. As I'm like reading. I've got some weird dyslexia as I read things and say other things. So yeah, I did use. Yeah. Munchie said 532 and I read 532. I just said 525 if that's what I said. So there. Yeah. See, it goes perfectly with what we were talking about earlier today. Absolutely. Let's see. Dilly, are you going to take a number? Are you going to play bingo with us? And Alex, if Alex is still here, do you want a bingo number, an angel bingo? Yeah, that was Munchie and I had a conversation this morning, and that message she got today from her angel bingo was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Are you also no, I'm not. No, but it's like one of those things that like sometimes when I'm reading something, I just say something else. Like I read, like I was looking at the right number, but I just said the wrong number. I don't know what that is. Do you, Alex, do you want to pick a number from 1 to 1,111 and we'll pull you a bingo here? Yeah, it happens, but you're always paying such good attention that you caught that. I didn't even catch it as I said it, but you caught it. So that's good. Keep me on the right path, Dilly. Make sure I'm not going off on the wrong direction. Let's see. Okay. And then this week, I'm going to put together my Calgary video, and I'll share it over here because I'll put it on my other channel. I will put it on my other channel. And then after this, I'm going to have a little rest, and then I'm going to go to a Legion meeting. I've avoided it long enough. I don't think I can get away with skipping another one. So I'm going to have to go tonight. So this one is for Alex. 1119. Oh, yeah, I can't. No, Alex. 1111. I went looking for 1119, and it's 1111 is the highest number. And in this book, I don't know if this one goes up any higher than that. Yeah, no, this one just goes to 999. So, Alex, if you want to pick another number. Yeah, see? I didn't even notice that. I was just like searching for it. I'm like, wait a minute. That's too high. Maria, are you saying you want number 4? Yeah, well, you can't stay on your own path, but you're keeping me on the right path. Yeah, 115. Okay, perfect. So your first message, Alex, is your thoughts are manifesting radically now. So it's important to stay aligned with the thoughts you know will serve your expansion. That's a good one. That's a good one. I feel like that's really in alignment with where you are right now. And then your next message, I refocus my mindset towards the higher frequencies of freedom, love, and liberation. Oh, those are really good ones for you. I feel like every time we do this, I always feel that the message really matches the person, or like it really connects in a way. It's like the angel bingo is kind of a neat thing. So Maria wants number 4. So the first one is I make practical choices that honor my inspired intentions. Maria making practical choices. Love you, Maria. And then number 4 in the other book is let your truth be your teacher. Trust in all that you feel and let your joy lead. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You are on the road to growth and expansion. The path is unfolding. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Let your truth be your teacher. Trust in all that you feel and let your joy lead. Just chase the things that make you happy. Yeah, see, that was a good message for you, Alex, wasn't it? Like the angel bingo, I find, is like really, like it's bang on when we play it every time. Yeah, the winter magic experience. Ignore that. It's already started. There we go. Of course. Make practical choices, Maria. Yeah, I can't do that. Can't tell anybody else to do that. Yeah, oh gosh. Is a Munchie and Dilly getting into it in the chat? Fun. All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to talk about before we sign off? I'm going to go have a little nap before I have to go out. And this is just a short one today. I just wanted to get on and say hi. Right? It is uncanny, the messages that come through. Remember when we did tarot back in the fall, I pulled cards and the messages were bang on, like absolutely bang on. That was really fun. That was cool. And like people were coming to me afterwards saying the thing you told me from the tarot card, that happened the next day. I was like, see, there we go. Yeah. It's really wild. I love playing with these things. Hello, Nikki, how are you? I hope you're staying warm. Is it cold over there in Montreal? Munchie Dilly, please ask Michelle to use the Jello. I forgot about the Jello wrestling. Me and Munchie are friends. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh no, I know you're friends. Yep. I know you guys are friends. I know you've been friends a long time. Yeah. Red Pill Art is a wonderful artist, Canadian artist in Montreal. Very passionate about Canada and politics, and not as cold today. That's good. That is good. We've kind of come in at the end, Nikki. So if you want to play Angel Bingo, drop a number in the chat so that we can. Oh, there's Blue Yukon. Hello. Yeah, we're just. We're gonna be done soon, but we're just in the middle of playing Angel Bingo. So drop a number, and we'll get your messages out for you. 7 for Nikki. Oh, where did we go? There you are. The energy of magic is surrounding you. Align your thoughts with the highest. And then in the other book, we have I Trust Myself. Oh, those two go nicely together too. See? Where am my scooter? Blue Yukon. There we are. I hope you're doing well. I did reply to your email. I'm not sure if you got it or not. Number 10, you are uniting your energy with that of God. Trust the signs that you're seeing. Trust that the signs you're seeing are direct communication with the divine. Ooh. Now I want to know what the signs are. And your second message is the universe blesses a new venture, project, or chapter in my life. The universe blesses a new venture, project, or chapter in my life. Are you starting something new? I'd love to hear about it. I would love to hear about it. Oh, Munchie is lovely. Mm-hmm. You have your dog. I love my dog. My dog is actually like right below me here, curled up in his little bed. Curled up in his little bed. All right. Does anybody have anything else they would like to talk about? Anybody else? Anything on their minds? Any questions? I do have if you go into my community page or my Facebook, I do have 3 openings in the next week for intuitive readings. There's posts. It explains everything. It's about an hour. And you can just reach out to me to book one of those if you would like. And of course, the regular offers are always available: tarot readings, coaching sessions, things like that. So by all means, reach out. My email is everywhere. My website has forms. So if you go to my website, there's a form on almost every page that if you just fill in the form, it'll come to my email and you'll get a hold of me there. So there we have it. Don't forget to click the like button, click subscribe. Really helps. It really, really does help. And I think that's it for us today. I think that's it. You've resubbed. Okay, great. Thank you, Dilly. Hopefully that works. Hopefully then you'll get the notifications. If you click the little bell for all, then you should be getting them. Oh my gosh, the little bot is he's on fire right now. He's just going crazy. Look at that. All right. Oh, there's my website right there. If anybody wants to, if you want to reach out, there's forms there. And then you can do that. Yes, fingers crossed this has solved the problem and that it'll work now. There we go. Now, does anybody else want to play Angel Bingo before we log off? Because now is your last chance. Final moment, and then we'll be doing it again next week. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Have a great week, everybody. I will be around in the chats. And of course, like I said, if you want to talk to me, Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I'm on, Dilly wants number 1. Want number 1? I don't mind. We'll wait a minute. We can wait. We got time. There we go. Number 1. Oh my gosh. The universal life force within you is calling for your attention. And then number 1 in the other book is, oh my goodness, I choose to take steps that align me with my higher self. Beautiful, beautiful messages. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you for visiting. Thank you to Chloe for becoming a member today. Thank you for Lord Jim Dandy for the super chat. Yeah, Munchie and Tech is always an adventure. Yeah. Oh, it is a good one. That was actually a really, really good one. they're all good. They're all good. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you in a week when we're going to talk about ethics of psychic work and fairground fortune tellers. And have an amazing week. I will see you in everybody else's chats and everywhere else. And like I said, reach out on any platform to chat with me if you want to book a session. If you have questions about a session or any of my work, by all means, I would love to chat with you. Have an amazing day, everybody. Bye.